Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some nostalgia critic, and it's going to be Rock-A-Doodle. What the fuck is Rock-A-Doodle? It's a really strange sort of movie title, Rock-A-Doodle. I'm very curious to see what it's all about, actually. Yeah, we're going to be watching some Rock-A-Doodle. Let's check out this video, shall we? Let's go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Stop me, this sounds totally ridiculous. A singing rooster dresses up like Elvis. Stop!
Sounds like Chicken Run.
Well, if you can't even make it that far, then you're gonna have a real hard time with Don Bluth's strangest of animated creations. And that's saying a lot.
Okay.
Rock-A-Doodle.
Let's see what this is about.
Director Don Bluth was by far one of the greatest animation gods who ever lived. In the 80s. In the 90s, I think he left his brain at the Foo Bar convention because he turned out some very strange, very mediocre material. The good stuff seemed to
I like
end
that
with
Titan
All Dogs Go to
A.
Heaven,
That was
and
amazing.
The bad stuff seemed to begin with Rock-A-Doodle. It's strange, it's nonsensical, it's kind of like a bedtime story if read by Andy Warhol. So, why is this movie such a mother-clucking mess? Take a look and decide for yourself. The film begins in outer space as a narrator's voice comes in to fatally attempt to tell the story.
Once upon a time, the sun came up. But imagine for a moment if instead of rising up like this, she took a look around and decided to go back to sleep. Let me tell you all about it.
And let me warn you, I've been drinking extensively.
What the fuck?
Whoa, okay, that zoom in was a little too extreme. I practically see his digestive system.
Oh, that is gross.
So, as the movie begins, you kind of can't really believe what you're watching. I mean, these look like cartoons from the 30s, where everything has a face, everyone seems to be bouncing and singing. What, did they make this movie for kids or something?
Probably, yeah.
Still no excuse. So, I know what you're probably thinking. What current washed-up singer did they rope in to do the voice of this personality-deprived character?
Who?
I'm gonna say Garth Brooks. Damn it, Glenn Campbell, I was so close.
Hi, Patu. What you doing?
I'm trying to tie these doggone shoes.
Dog looks like From All Dogs Go to Heaven.
It's probably not best to tell you that this is the highlight of the movie, is it? So all the
Yeah,
animals
I've never
on the
seen
farm
this.
have their own special job to do.
Looks
And
fascinating,
the rooster's
though.
job is to crow so he can bring up the sun. What's the name of the rooster, you might be wondering? Well, I'm sure it's something
Cock-a-doodle?
cutesy, like Clucky or Feathers
Clucks.
or Chanticleer.
What?
Okay, so they live on a very pretentious farm. What do you want from me? But one morning, Chanticleer forgets to crow, and yet the sun still comes up. So the animals reject Chanticleer and toss him out of the farm.
Wow.
Which makes things very happy for the villain, simply known as the Grand Duke of Owls.
Who's that, Mom?
Ah, what the hell?
the fuck?
Okay, I guess the story was just a book a mother was reading to her kid. Fair enough.
His name is Edmund. Of course, he didn't look quite like this when I first met
Well,
him.
now wait a minute. Who's telling the story? The narrator or the mother? That's a really bad sign when you have two people fighting over who's narrating the movie.
Ugh,
So
plumbers
the
don't
little
wear
boy
ties
looked
all
out
over
from
again.
his window, and then he
Two
and then another
narrators.
narrator stepped in to tell the story. Hey, who's telling the story anyway? Well, I thought I was. You couldn't read your way out of an alphabet book. Hey, them's fighting words. Come over here, you meat sack.
Plumbers don't wear ties, fighting scene.
So it turns out the little boy is named Edmund, and he's concerned because the rain is picking up and flooding the farm that his parents work on.
I want to help.
Well, then pray for the rain to stop, and that will help.
I'm not asking God for anything. He still owes me an Xbox. So the parents go outside as apparently the farm is being attacked by the biggest storm of the century.
Start the truck, she'll be okay! Dory! Hurry! It's coming! It's coming right for
Fucking
us!
Twister.
It's already here!
That's Christmas, you moron! Santa Claus only comes at Christmas! No, he was calling Chanticleer for help, even though he's just a fictional character in a book. But that doesn't stop the Duke of Owls from breaking the laws of reality, and he crashes into the house to intimidate our little hero.
Dear, I've gone and spoiled the surprise. Overstaying at it.
Oh no, tell me that owl isn't voiced by Christopher Plummer.
The Duke is going to eat you.
Oh god, what
Damn.
some people will do for a paycheck. He couldn't have thought this was a good movie, nobody could have. He must have been under contract or something. That's the only excuse.
It's all about the
In fact,
money in
I
the
just
end.
imagine him trying to sneak away from this movie.
I hear they're going to announce the casting for the villain today.
By the time you've made the announcement, we'll be over the border.
Trouble with your car, Mr. Plummer?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we couldn't get it started.
Surely you've heard that the studio wants you to provide the voice for the owl in their latest family romp, Rock-A-Doodle?
I'm afraid that's going to be quite impossible.
Now, Mr. Plummer, surely you don't think you can defend yourself against the awesome
this
power
is
of
actually really
studio-funded
good.
lawyers. No man has ever survived their verbal slaughter. So, I take it you'll change your mind about the role?
Yes.
Excellent. My men will escort you to the recording studio.
No escort will be necessary.
I insist.
Well, this is
We
actually
wouldn't
really
want
good.
you to get lost on your way over, would we?
No.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to get Abe Vigoda for Good Burger.
Okay,
Wow, that
back
was
to the
really good.
story. So the Duke of Owls, in front of our little hero, explains his evil plan.
But you see, we creatures of the night have worked very hard to make absolutely sure that that bird does not return. And besides, I positively loathe.
My God, are you still talking?
Yeah.
So the owl turns him into a kitten because he claims they're easier to kill, but I think it's because they're easier to draw, as he turns the rest of the room into a fully animated backdrop.
Oh,
I guess
God.
owls see better in watercolors. But then the animals from the book also come in to save little Edmund. As it turns out, the only thing that can scare the Duke away is light.
What, is he a fucking vampire or
Must have that bright
something?
light syndrome that the gremlins had.
Jeepers! I'm a furry!
I'm a what?
I'm a furry!
I'm a furry. Oh my
Kid, you're a
fucking
little too
god.
young to know what that word means. I'm an adult, and I'm still not exactly sure what it means. Nor do I wish to find out. A
Oh
bunch of other
boy.
animals come in to tell Edmund that they're also looking for Chanticleer. Why?
I have
Because it
nothing
turns out his
against
crowing
furries.
did bring the sun up, and thus they need him back for the sun
Who
to
gives a
return.
damn about
We gotta
furries,
find
honestly?
Shandy and apologize.
So he'll forgive us! Come home and raise the sun!
But if that's the case, why did it rise without him that one time?
Oh, Chanticleer.
What?
He doesn't come back and crow, the sun won't ever shine again.
Hello? Why did it rise without him that one time?
The story's true. You all laughed at him and he went away.
Why did it rise without him that one time?
You're right, son. We done wrong, and that's why we're searching for the city.
Why did it rise up? You know what? Fine, forget it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna make up my own reason. God got bored and wanted to fuck around with a rooster, so he played yo-yo with the sun. Okay, let's see how else they're gonna confuse me.
Says,
So the gang
Like
all
a good
decides to go to the
explanation.
city because apparently there's a city right across from the farm to find Chanticleer. Meanwhile, we see the Duke acting as the Phantom of the Opera as he tells his henchmen to find the cat and kill it. Actually, no, I tell a lie. He doesn't talk about it, he sings about it.
oh, not another fucking singing cartoon.
Wow! Wow! I can literally tell from the first lyric that this song is gonna suck. That's incredible. You have to
Yeah.
try in order to be that bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
So the animals float down the river as they encounter many horrible, disastrous obstacles in their way.
Like trees?
Giant tree! 100 feet in clothing!
Trees? We're scared
My
of
God,
trees?
we'll hit that eventually. So the henchmen find the animals and try to attack them. But Edmund sticks to his guns by doing what he knows best, shouting the words, "Oh no."
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
I haven't discovered swear words yet, so my range of negative vocabulary is limited. Ah! So the animals escape and finally make it to the city. The owls have returned to tell the Duke the bad news.
You imbecile! That's not an adequate pipe.
Oh yeah, sorry, I
Wow.
forgot to mention that the Duke's breath contains magical power.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know what this is? This is the animated version of Mad Libs.
This
It makes
is-
just about as much sense.
This movie's
Our
the
main
fucking
hero gets turned into
Antichrist.
an animal. Cat!
Ugh.
Okay, he's transformed by the villains. Noun. Breath! Breath! alright. They have to travel to the city to find a animal. Rooster! Rooster, okay. Who makes the sun rise by verb? Singing! Singing, yes. Wow, doesn't that sound ridiculous? Imagine if they made a movie based on that nonsense. That'd be stupid. So they search all throughout the city for Chanticleer, which is also populated by animals. Well, now how does that make sense? I mean, do the parents, when they need farming supplies, just drive to the city filled with cartoon animals? Well, thank you, Mr. Pig. This frying pan will really help us out when we're cooking up some bacon. Well, how about them bears? The team, not the people that own the hardware store down the street. There's also this weird running joke about how the dog doesn't know how to tie his shoes.
No, Pachoo, that's not how it goes. For the 100th time, it's over, around, under, and through.
I still don't know how to tie my fucking
kid,
shoes.
That's not how you act for the 100th
I used the Velcro
time.
laces and stuff like that.
Connect, and be credible. Finally, they find Chanticleer.
I want self-tying shoelaces from Back to the Future. I tell you, tying shoelaces are a bitch. They always come undone.
Mascot rejects.
Well, you're the #1 chick in this chicken coop.
But one character named
so
Goldie
cheesy.
looks on Chanticleer's fame and can't help but feel a tad jealous.
Oh, Goldie, would you not bother me with this right now? You gotta go on in 2 minutes.
But I'm too good.
Is that a beaver? What the hell is that?
What's he got that I ain't got?
What is
Teenage
that? Badger?
stars. So the gang tries to talk to Chanticleer, but is pushed aside by a team of bodyguards.
Move it, move it, move it, move it. Bounce you all over the place.
Why are they singing?
Oh, you know, good God, you can make a song about anything.
Yeah.
I'm talking, I'm drinking my coffee, and then I'm going to sleep. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
back at the farm, the flood's getting worse, as Edmund calls up to see how the pig, rabbit, and mouse are doing. This is a strange world of randomness, isn't it?
Oh, goodbye. Dewey! Dewey! Dewey!
Aha! I'm going to waste all their minutes. Muhahaha!
What about my family? Are they alright?
Your family, they left this movie hours ago. They know a stinker when they see one.
Bye.
The number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Oh, no.
God, just by the way they're walking, I can tell they're going to sing.
Twiddly-dee,
Oh.
twiddly-dee.
Okay, no song that begins with the lyric Tweedledee is going to be good.
Twiddly-dee. Twiddly-dee?
So they try to get a note to Chanticleer, this time disguising themselves as penguins so they don't get spotted.
Hey, what are you doing, little fella?
Something I learned in school. Something I learned in school.
So they get the note to Chanticleer, but is distracted by the love of his feathery life, Goldie.
She says her name is Goldie.
Hey, look at that! She kissed him on the pecker.
Oh. Oh
Next
boy.
scene.
Yeah,
So
that's...
Goldie seduces Chanticleer as they make sweet, horribly written music together.
Love has said hello. You don't know
What the fuck is this?
really means to me.
Sounds like a sexy scene from Bugsy Malone or something like
What do
that.
you mean?
I love the fact that a song is so bad that even the movie is trying to ignore it. It's like they're ashamed that they made a musical. Like they should be! So the gang is captured by the Battletoads here and tied up in one of the trailers.
Wow, that's a big trailer.
Haha! Take that, Grill! But one of the owl henchmen still wants to destroy them as he breaks into the trailer and... I blinked. What happened?
Yeah,
Somehow they
cartoon
escaped.
logic,
As that's
I guess.
Going on, Chanticleer finally discovers the note as he rides off on a motorcycle to save his friends.
Oh, no, no. I've killed him.
Jump and jump. Hold it that. He's not dead. Untie me. He's not dead. Untie me.
Why does a
Characters
kid trying to
partake in what
sound
looks like
like he's trying to
as the
talk
bad
like a
guys are
kid, you
close
know?
behind them. You know, this movie provides many ample
A
opportunities.
kid doing a
to
kid
die.
voice,
Why
I
don't
mean
you
why?
just go with it?
Just use your normal voice as a kid. Don't do a kid's kid voice. What the fuck? What the fuck is Alice in the Wonderland? What the fuck is this shit? Down the rabbit hole? You must have had a magic mushroom or something. Fuck me.
What the hell was that?
Yeah. What the fuck happened?
Is the movie flashing before his eyes?
Huh.
Or rather, in his eyes? And
he
then we're in
having
his
a-
brain with all these characters? I mean... Big lipped alligator moment.
Oh god, big lip
So
alligator.
after
moment.
that strange slip of consciousness, Edmund saves the mouse and they escape the bad guys. As we jump back to the farm where we see the other animals have run out of batteries in their flashlight.
Thankfully.
These are the gayest villains ever! Do they really have to sing everything? Just because it's a musical doesn't mean you have to sing. You can just quietly shut the fuck up. I would prefer that. But thank God our heroes arrived to put that all-bird choir in its place.
Yeah, thank god.
This is Edmund. It's over for you.
This is Edmund! It's over for you! God, this kid makes Jake Lloyd look like Haley Joel Osment.
Oh
So
god.
they tried to get Chanticleer to crow, but he's sadly out of practice.
Are you by any chance having a little trouble with your throat?
Don't give up, Chanticleer. Put that belching Tim Curry in his place.
Boy.
But the Duke uses his magic breath to make things more difficult. How do you get magic breath anyway? Did you just drink a cocktail of blended fairies and Smurfs? I mean, how does that work?
A lot of
It gets
alcohol.
worse. He strangles
A
Edmund.
lot of alcohol. That's what you need. A lot of alcohol.
Transforms himself into a giant tornado.
Finally, does someone die in this movie?
But Chanticleer finally gets his voice back and crows like he's never crowed before.
God hears you, Chanticleer. I didn't mean to put the rotation of the planets out of order. I was just fucking with you.
And for some reason, the sun transforms the evil Duke of Owls into... Cartman from South Park.
The fuck is that?
Screw this movie, I'm going home.
It's me, Uncle Dookie.
No. Screw this movie, home. So, what directionless fairy tale would be complete without the ultimate cliche, Edmund turns into a real boy?
Was a little boy.
He was such a bad actor, I couldn't tell. And just to make it even more insulting, it turns out that the whole thing was just a dream. Yep, everything about that chaotic little trip was all in Edmund's head. Why does that not surprise me?
Edmund, Chanticleer is just a storybook.
Chanticleer.
Those characters are only make-believe. Now come
How the
on,
hell do you
let's
even
get back.
pronounce that?
Mom, no, they're not. I saw them. I bet they're wondering what happened to me.
I'd say this ending was just ripping off The Wizard of Oz, but it isn't. It's directly stealing from it. Right down to everything becoming brown and white. Does this movie have any shame? And then, just to give us the ultimate of non sequiturs...
Cock-a-doo!
What? No, hey, what? No, hey, what?
What?
Okay, is this a dream or did the kid get into the Vicodin again? I mean, this makes no sense.
Yeah, what?
Wow, they turned me into a quappy blue screen effect. Does the movie actually end? Not really. It just kind of stops. It's like, whoops, we forgot to make sense of anything. Oh well, it kept your kids quiet for a few hours, didn't it? Exits to your left. This was...
Bizarre?
weird. It was just weird. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. Well, okay, it was bad, but it was mostly odd. It's sad to see such a great animator deprive himself of his own talent. This movie is literally like they just made up the story as they went, and that is very rarely a good sign. And I don't know about you, but quite frankly, I'm getting praise. The hell out of here!
Yes.
You are good at this game. I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to.
Alright, yeah. Oof, boy. Ugh, the fucking music. Yeah, I feel bad for saying this reminded me of Chicken Run for some reason. I should not have acquainted this with Chicken Run. But for some reason, when I watched this, I was thinking James and the Giant Peach for some reason. I know it has nothing to do with James and the Giant Peach, but that kid just reminded me like the kid from James and the Giant Peach, you know, the sort of weird, wacky, sort of crazy story. yeah, for those who haven't watched James and the Giant Peach, it's actually, a lot of people don't like it, but it's actually a pretty fair thing to watch. It's dark. Let's put it that way. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. Hopefully, actually, the Nostalgia Critic reviews James and the Giant Peach, because, like I said, not a lot of people like it, but I found it really good. It was fascinating. It was dark. It was something I watched as a kid. It was pretty respectable. Yeah. Rock-A-Doodle. Well, that was a very bizarre, strange, but I wouldn't even classify that as a movie. That was just an acid trip. Yeah, that was bizarre. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.